Hello. So this is not my usual equals to brea content, but I just had to make a video of this, you know. If you hear the music going off and my mouse, not mouse, my cursor freezing, it's because I'm off tab, checking the audio if it's working. Anyways, so as the name says, Horse of Frequent Pay. You can join Discord, give feedback, wishlist, leave of course, settings, horse creator, start, new game, and continue. I'm not gonna click this, I've already played like 4 times, so that's why I'm basically doing this thing. Here you can just, you know, the color, main tail, little markings as well, like link markings, hold on, turn off these. Use it run over. So basically, it just goes like a little bit by little bit. If yeah, blah blah blah. There's one starts forming at the main, and then this one starts forming at the back. Yeah, and then there. Yeah. And you can also randomize them as well. Some may be more realistic, some may be less realistic, but horses are horses, you know. Now, let's start a new game. I'll just type in something random, you can, yeah. So, when you get in, there's a customization, where you can start to enter your name. I'll just type in something random as well. The appearance, you can change it, there's a bunch of options for any face individual. This is black and white friendly. I'll just be like somewhere in the middle. You can have any hairstyle. You can also scroll left to right. And then you can change clothes as well. You can scroll on this as well. You can't scroll on this, but I'll just put on something. Okay, let's say we have this. And then you can pick your starter horse. This is where it starts to get fun. These are all the starter horses. They're the same for everyone. Okay, I'll turn this audio off. It's kind of taking me. And it's gonna take anyone. So there's this flaxen, dark-ish bay or liver-chested-ish bay, palomino-ish, gray, Tobiano, brown, Gra, I think, I don't know. Another Tobiano, a chestnut, and a bay. Here I am gonna go with, I'll just go with this one. Sure. Here's this tutorial. Write your new, yeah, no, I'm not gonna read this. You can read this if you want. Pause. D to speed up. We'll be walking first. While that, you can look at all the pretty animations. If you go down here, whoops. Yes, there are falls as well. The audio is kind of weird, but remember, it's in demo. It's not gonna be perfect. And there are also jumps. You have to space it perfectly, or else you'll knock it down like I did. If you knock too many poles, you can get injuries. For example, tendon injuries or cuts. Yeah. And you've arrived. Move in. Look at library. Okay. So here are your goals. So first, just to look at your library and feed on water. Your library is at the main house, and then you go here. So far, you'll only have the how to make money and injuries and illnesses and horse care. You can read through all of them if you like. There are a bunch of injuries, like from abrasion to thrush. And there's also sepsis, tendon, saddle sores, overweight, malnourished, laminitis, lameness, infected cotton, yes. Explosive, which is not diarrhea, don't worry. Anyways, so here's our little barn. This is the little makeshift feeder and makeshift water trough. This is kind of a click and drag interaction. So yeah. and this is click and drag interaction as well. Make sure to feed your ponies. You could also build a riding arena, which is very exciting in my opinion. You build it. If you want, you can go onto your horse's profile. Look at them. You can also like check where their favorite scratching spot is. So far, mine hasn't discovered theirs. It's fine. You can comb them. This is where you remove the mud. Soft brush, where it's moving out the coat. A main brush, where you just, brush out the mane. And a hoof pick. Oh, okay, so it's right here. You can also feed your horse. I'm not feeding mine yet because it's just perfectly balanced. Yeah, so far this is all. Right, all the buildings take one full day to build. And as you've kind of seen, there's a spoiler. I'm not gonna give that big a spoiler, but you can. But for now, you'll muck out your stable, give your horse some more water, more food, and this is where the excitement comes. First, you'll groom them, obviously. If you don't groom them, they could develop saddle sores, and that's not gonna be great. And they can develop foot abscesses as well if you leave stones in their hoofs. Now, let's get to the lessons. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Advanced, I don't think anyone has done those. Intermediate, I've done this once or twice in my second save. Let's do this, the beginner on Laiha. So you basically have to listen to the posture. It's A and D. Oh no, not A and D. Sorry, Q and E. Basically, it's just the same writing rules as for real life. Basically, your head, your behind, and your heel has to be in the same line. Now, the rider's legs are for A and D. It kind of looks like they're kicking it, in my opinion. Like they're kicking the horse to go forward. And as you can see here, if you go off tab, it pauses. Now I'll go even more off tab. To just see. Anyways. Sorry, some Discord. Anyways, now W and S for the rider's hands. S for down, W for up. Now it has to be kind of in the middle, like at your at the waist. That's where the hands have to be. Now do all these steps, make sure that the rider's going well. Also, one thing I forgot to mention is that the horse customizer doesn't actually save as a real horse. Neither they are planning to do those, so sadly the horses you create could either be used as a profile picture or just, just for funsies. Anyways, let's continue. And after a while, you can make sure everything is going smoothly. I've already mastered them basically. The beginner is walk and trot. Intermediate is walk, trot, canter. I don't know what the advanced is though, so don't quote me on that. But I think it includes jumping lessons as well. So yeah. Basically, that's all for the lesson. If you want the maximum money plus a tip, you'll need to, you'll need to fully start your, Okay, sorry for that. My cable disconnected. It does that. Anyways, for the next quest, you'll have to start riding. You'll start to show jumping. You can do it with your horse. You got the counter gate. I usually use this to just do a refresher on like spacing. It's just a little thing. Also, you can go ahead, calm down, take a chill pill, and walk a bit. You can also trot over jumps. Also, if the orange bar goes so low, then you've overexerted your horse. If you do that way too many times, then the horse welfare will come and take away your horse. So you better take care of those pixel ponies while they last in the demo version. If this icon appears, I do not recommend doing it because if you do, then there's a chance you'll overexert your horse. Now I'm gonna turn my mic off a bit and pause the game for a bit so I can open mic 6, sorry. Yeah, no, I'll just pause for 1 sec, I'll be right back. And we're back on track. You can of course give your pony some scratches, some pets. And now this is where the weight comes in. The body condition. You don't have to worry about it being in the negatives, by the way. If it's in the if it's at the red, then you better start worrying. But basically, you could click this and just drag it over, drop it down, and your horse hits it in a jiffy. This is the confidence. It's at 100 currently, so your horse is pretty confident. This is the strength. It has a max. It's just think of like the horse game, horse trials eventing. That's the predisposition. Yeah. Then there's the endurance and the exercise. If it's right here, you overexercise your horse, and if it's right here on the line, it's perfect. If it's just like about, then you're good. But if it's very behind, then I'm sorry, but you need to start getting them into training. Now you can train up your horse, as the quest says, or you can look at the board and look at your, the medical report is the medical report, like let's say Laiha healthy, or Laiha tendon injury or something. The journal activities are just Laiha being groomed, exercise lesson, and fed. And here you can see the border requests, horse name, gender, days request, age, and then when you take care of a horse and they take it back because the border is over, then it will give that amount of money. Currently, you'll have to upgrade the main house to get more, but this is Laura, so yeah. Nothing else for this day, so I'll just skip on. Now what I usually do at this time is just I go look for borders and I try to save and I buy the fields as well. Just any general necessities, get my horse ready for lessons. Yeah, I'll be right back when something gets interesting. Okay, wait, nothing interesting happened, but I'll show you guys the lunging. There's the lunging walk trot, lunging walk trot canter, lunging transitions, which is when you go from walk to canter, and free lunging, which I usually do to border horses. We'll just do the walk and trot, where you just basically lead your horse through walk and trot checkpoints. And yeah. They do slow and speed up on their own accord. That most usually happens to untrained horses. Yeah. Also, make sure not to miss any checkpoints because it could lower your horse's confidence. Yeah. And then you could give him a treat. I don't have any currently. It's fine. I'll just do one more lesson and then I will get back to you guys on day 3. Okay, and now the pasture is built. I'm just gonna quickly see if there are any borders. Let's see. Okay, this stands for external, meaning it's not your horse. And this is Bubby. I'm not falling for that. Bubby. They request a full board, which is when you can feed and feed and brush the horse and look over its medical status. And yeah, they're adult, yada da da. We'll accept it. Let's go see Bubby. Okay, this is Bubby. They don't know us at all. You cannot exercise them. You can only look over them. So yeah, that's the only minimal thing you can do. And we'll be feeding them a bit. And yeah, basically they just stay at your barn. Now, what I usually recommend for this, since you're very limited to how many days you can play with your ponies, I recommend you breed them from an early day on. Because if they grow up and it's like day 26, for example, then that cannot happen. Like, you cannot have that foal. Yeah, but first buy the trailer. Buy the parking lot. Oh, sorry, I not mean to close it. Yeah, I'll just do some training around here. I'll just bring you guys with me. I'll be doing the lunging walk track counter with Leha. In the meantime, I will tell you guys to spread the word about this new pony game. And this demo version. It's not fully playable, so don't get too attached to your horses. But it's still a fun game to play nonetheless. There are horse injuries. Of course, your horse cannot die from the max. They can be taken away. Also, keep in mind I'm not a part of I'm not a part of the development team. Do not ask me for questions about development, any suggestions or anything. I cannot add them. If I could, I would. Also, you can edit your tag here. Basically, you just click it and drag it over here to change it. So yeah. Also, you can find your warder horse's favorite places for scratches as well. To, make some bond with them. And help their confidence. So yeah. There we go. Okay, now we've got kind of a lot of money. Also, there's no punishment if you go into negative, so feel free to just waste your money. Just like I do. So if you go into the negative, it's fine. Like, you do not need to sell horses, there's no punishment. I already asked the development team like 58 times. There's no punishment, you don't need panic. Also, might as well have it in the Discord of their of the development team, so you can ask the questions yourself as well. Also, if you're ever run low on food, you you can feel free to buy the oh, you can't. Okay, this guy barely feeds his horse. So yeah. This one kind of looks like me, but not really. Yeah, so you can just make your money back. I'm just gonna do one more lesson with Leia and that's it. I really love this study. It's like, Okay, now there's gonna be a quest where you have to get an apple, basically. From the, from one of the little, trail rides. I will show you where that is in a sec when I take care of the pixel ponies. Which gives you 200, which I recommend spending on your horses, not on yourself or property. Horses come first. Like maybe I'll. Okay. Okay, let's go for the trail ride with Leia. Okay, now I'll show you guys. Also, cannot jump on your own accord without any jumps facing your way. Okay, we'll go down here. I'll just boo your bridge. You can feel free to shot over it, by the way. Also, keep in mind there's gotta be some jumps this way. There's gotta be like 3 jumps. And here are the apples.
Yay!
I did get a bunch of abscesses. Or not abscesses, like, whoa, my god! I did not see that coming. Maybe I'll get another tree. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, you can take as much time on these trails, by the way. Okay. Oh, no injuries. Strange. I swear I just got like 58. Like 2. Now, I'm gonna go get, Laiha. Lahia. Wait, is it Laiha or Oh, Lahia. Okay, never mind. Okay, I can't afford any of these. It's fine. It's fine. But I am gonna end, Lahia's, training for today. Okay, remember to muck out their stalls and the paddocks and everything. Or else they'll start to develop abscesses, and that's not good. We don't want that if we want to to continue our riding career, especially if you're boarding a horse. So like, yeah. Okay, I will just do the necessities and I will try to get some more money. I'll be right back. Okay, I haven't found the breeding pair, but lady here wants the schooling board, and we'll accept that. Is ready, lady. Schooling is basically you can train trail them. You can basically do everything except the attack. So yeah, they're in kind of bad condition, but I mean it's fine. You know, there's some back to health. Yeah, no, it's gonna be pretty easy. Basically what I'll do on boarded horses here, I'll do the free lunging. They don't have full confidence. I just, try to get the horse moving forward. Maybe sometimes ask for a trot, but we're really focusing on moving here. I just let them move in their own accord sometimes. Oh, 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 oh my god. Just to get them kind of listening. So they could get exercise, but they're not really gonna be trained now, are they? So I can really find where they like it the most. I like to find it just so I can, bond with them a bit. Yeah. So yeah, also, sometimes the horses are gonna scratch each other. So yeah. Um, some more info about this game before I end it right here. Um, is that be careful and mindful for your money. Do not just go spending it all like me. But if you want a full, I recommend you breed them like below day 5 because that's the simplest way you can grow your own foal. And that's about it. Yeah. There's nothing else really about this game currently. Max, you can call out that if something else happens, other than, you can just read them at the library. But that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye bye.